Hello and welcome to the most hated show on the black corner of the internet. This is your host, the Whiteologist, Mr. Blows Your Minds, coming with Black Minds News. Today's date, July 19th, 2019. This show is to promote, inspire, incite for the better. Whether we get it from websites, read from publications, newspapers, or anywhere we can find it. First and foremost, we give praise and honor to the Creator. And the reason why? Because the truth don't need no partner. As a descendant of the greatest people who created this land that you call the United States, we, the BADOS, stands for Black American Descendant of Slaves. Some say Black African Descendant of Slaves. Others say American Descendants of Slaves. We, the historical lineage tied to the ancestors of this land, we give honor to our ancestors. You know what my motto is? I'm never gonna tell you what I heard. I'm only gonna tell you what I know. Stay tuned for this broadcast here, because this is about a black family. Check this out. Hey, how's y'all doing, everybody? Once again, this is Black Minds News. Again, I'm your host, Mr. Blows Your Mind. Today's date is July 19, 2019. Now, what do I got on the menu for today? I'm trying to change it up a little bit. Don't want to get too much pride before it gets in, right? So that's why I kind of changed it up a little bit. First and foremost, I want to say what's good to my subscribers that should be in the house. What's good, fam? Again, trying to pump out as much as I can. I'm going to pick it up, you understand? And for those who are giving articles, brother, you know, you just overwhelming me, but keep doing what you do, because I do see you. I just, again, have to figure a way how to, make this transition from the one hitters and put that in there, right? So I want to thank you for all that you continue to do and continue to keep doing what you're doing. Passerbys, if you should happen to find and stumble, fall through a hole, go up under the ocean, and somehow you get up over here and hit the wrong way on the map, welcome to the most hated show on the black corner of the internet. All right, go down the aisle, see something you might like. If you should happen to see something you don't like, don't get offended. Again, the truth don't need no partner, and sometimes you're just gonna have to learn to adjust to the fact that sometimes some things that you hear might be not for the worst of you, might be for the betterment of you. All right, so let's get into this show here. All right, so you know how it is when you out with your family, right? You out. Mama, daddy, hopefully, right? Could be single parent. Yeah, we're not against that. Situations happen, right? And so y'all out together. You just happen to be down in the shopping area. Say you're in the downtown area, right? Right. And so you decide that, we just kind of window shopping, right? Or maybe we going in looking at things, but you got the little one with you. And, sometimes, when you're out and about, you wasn't plan on spending things, right? Sometimes you may take a little bit of money. Now, the old school way, you had a certain amount of money, right? And you just go out and you do something, and you don't want to go over what you had brought. You know how much you got, but the kids don't know that, right? So you happen to go somewhere and they see something they like. Now, it's incumbent on the parent whether you can afford it or not, or this is something not in your budget, or that you don't think they deserve it, or either way, right? Sometimes you have to learn that's how you learn what the word no mean, right? Yeah, kid, no, right? But in this case, they acknowledge the child seen something that it liked, and they decide to do this, and I'll talk about it after the fact. Check this out, y'all, and we should be right back right after this. Check this out.
Members of a local family say they were racially profiled. They say their 18-month-old son loves basketball, so when they were strolling the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica and saw the Nike store, they decided to go inside and buy him one. But what happened when they tried to leave, they say they never expected.
We just told you we bought it. What do you need the receipt for?
Because we didn't have our basketball receipt.
What are you talking about? So now you come refund his money and I want an apology. This is ridiculous. And it's profiling.
I told you I paid for that.
Sir, relax.
No, I told her I paid for that, and then she kept my son. My son went out running. No, because you knew better. I told you I paid for that.
Back up, babe.
I don't give.
You should be sorry.
You I
You should be sorry.
You shouldn't even. You're not even supposed to be following me.
That's true. You're not supposed to be following.
No, because you're stupid.
Hey, just clearly you're intimidating her. Just relax.
She's intimidating me.
She is intimidating us. She's harassing us.
I went going after my
She's
son.
following us, running after us.
Joel Stallworth and Mia Dickerson say they were humiliated in public, all because a store employee didn't think they had paid for the ball. The couple eventually showed police their receipt to prove they had purchased the ball and were told they could leave. Instead, they went back inside to the store and returned the ball for a refund. The parents have hired an attorney. We've reached out to Nike and to Santa Monica Police for comment.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC7 logo to subscribe to our Eyewitness News YouTube channel.
All right, so you see with your own eyes there, right? So you see again a black family, right? And again, as I said, this is in California, right? And again, as I said, you know, family out and about doing what they do. Little one see something, they go in the store. You know how it is. You know how stores actually set up the ambiance. Look it up if you don't know what ambiance is. The ambiance of the store is set up in a way that it entices not also adults, but you know that's why they had the candy right at checkout, right? So anyway, Nike got the swoosh on the ball, right? The little tiny ball, you know, draws the attention of a shorty. Oh, but he like ball anyway, right? It's in his blood. It's in his, you know, that's how you know, right? And so when the little one got the ball, Daddy recognized that. Like, oh, he gravitated right to the ball, right? Maybe he already got a couple balls at home, but maybe he didn't. Maybe this is the first time and they recognize it. And that's what parents do. When you got kids, you're supposed to recognize the talent your kids got and then, you know, put them in it, let them sink or swim. If that's something they choose not to do, you don't have to force it. But again, like a fish to water, that's what they gravitate to. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and get this ball. We purchased this ball, right? But oh, no. Somebody in there was watching you the whole time, but didn't see the transaction at the counter. All they seen was y'all walking out the door and little one got the ball. So, I'm deputized. Dun, 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 dun. I'm deputized. I see niggas stealing shit. Let me go get them. So, here you go, Miss Ann, right? Miss Ann decided to go take herself out and follow Joel Stallworth and Tamaya Dickerson, right? Now, again, this is in Santa Monica. They call this the shopping mall in Santa Monica, right? And the little one, Sammy, who's only about 18 months, right? About a year and a half, right? And so what you see, the video came from the lawyer. He released this, right? And so, again, as they said, they talked about they wasn't planning on buying anything. And, again, they seen that. So, again, as they were leaving the store, as I was just saying, the manager of the store followed them outside. It was the manager, y'all. Check that out. The manager. And so she, you know, followed them until she got to, I guess, at a distance where she was able to confront them. And she seen the police. She flagged them down, right? And then had them to accost them and tell them that they stole the ball. Now, here it was that you made an assumption about a situation, not really putting all your P's and Q's, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. And so you assume that they were black, went out the store, that they couldn't have purchased it. Now, when you accosted the man, Mr. Stallworth there, he said, we purchased the ball. right? And again, he could have showed the receipt, but again, wouldn't you be offended? You just left out the store. I'm pretty sure there had to be a transaction. What part you didn't see, or prior to you leaving, did you say, hey, did they pay for that ball? Now, they outside. They don't hear you. Hey, did they pay for that ball? And that would have stopped you right in your track. The person at the counter would have been like, yeah, they paid for that ball. Oh, okay, I thought they didn't pay for it. But no, your deputized whiteness came on, and you had to come on, get on your horse, and say, I got to stop the banditos. Right? The banditos. Right? I got to stop them, right? And so, flagging down the cops come. I see 2 cops there, Coaster Man, right? Asking him, you know what I'm saying, woos, blase, skippy, about if you just the ball or not. Brother, a little irate. Wouldn't you be irate? Wouldn't you be agitated? Wait a minute, man, we just went in the store, we just purchased this damn ball, and here you were sitting here confronting me, and you bring in the police, which can, you know, create a whole nother situation, me being a black man, and you got the police there. You done created a whole new dynamic that's more, it's not about the ball anymore. This could be my life, depending on who these cops is. Are they itching for a scratch? Are they looking to get a notch on their belt? So the brother, again, said, I done already told you. You heard me. I don't have to prove that, but okay, I'm going to give it to these officers just to let you know. So in his frustration, now the ball is his, right? Now check this out. The ball is his. Smart. Brother was smart. Brother took the ball. He was going to sling the ball, but he said, no, I'm going to roll the ball, and I'm going to roll it away. Now, he playing the mind tricks with you, right? And look at you, Miss Ann. You go trail the ball. You went trail the dog like a dog throwing the ball. You went trailed it, right? Retrieve it. But no, another cop just happened to be on the other side coming. He catches, give it to you, bring it back over there. Now, in the meantime, while this is taking place, he done already gave a receipt to the cop. Now, when you come back with the ball in your hand, cop already know. I already told you that I had to repurchase this ball. There's the receipt right there, right? Now you looking kind of yeesh. I'm start calling when they say that yee face. That yee face is when you get caught up and you got a yee. You got me, right? You got me. I feel stupid right about now. And then the brother go into a nice little rant. But did you hear the kick in of the... now, see, this is what I'm talking about with black folk. Did you hear how the white man as the cop kicked in for protection of his sister because the brother was letting her have it because it was a righteous rant, because you just went through and put us through a situation. Again, you could have did your due diligence, and again, before coming running out, they got a little one. The legs don't move that fast that you can't yell back in the store, hey, did they purchase that? You understand? To get the response, but you were so gun-ho on what you was trying to pursue. Now, the brother's sitting there telling you stupid. Because why? You had something in your heart from the minute you ran up out that stove. You had something in your mind and your heart, and you felt like, again, look like a lot of these situations, look, everybody deputized so that they could sit at the Thanksgiving table and talk about their nigger story, right? But what's happening again, because black people in the situation we in, unless you out to do, criminality, then maybe you're going to get that one in those situations. But when you see a family that's, people that seem to be all together and doing their thing, they ain't out here trying to get this white man no damn time, right? But you thinking you doing something to, again, save Captain Save America. You understand? Captain Save the Hunt. Anyway, but did you hit the cop? Hey, you're intimidating her. He said, wait a minute, they intimidate me. You the one, she got the cops over here confronting me about some stuff that this shouldn't even be happening. But did you see how that kicked in, right? Kicked right on in, right? So really, they was trying to assess the situation, trying to figure a way how to reverse it. Yeah, the nigga right, but I ain't liking the way his attitude. I don't like the way he coming from. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Can't you understand? No. She could have did the process before making the assumption, but she did not. And so, again, how these situations can turn from something as small as a anthill to turn into a damn mountain from 0 to 60. You understand? So, brother, the family of This family, the Stalwarts, I think their name was, right? I think it was Stalwart, right? Let me tell y'all something from Black Minds News, right? Joel Stallworth and Tamaya Dickerson, right? And little Sammy. Look what Sammy did for y'all. You know what Sammy did? Sammy did something that you didn't see coming, that he prepared something for his future. Because look at what store it is. That's Nike, huh? Of all places that an incident like that would take place is at where? A place that got plenty of money and don't need that kind of advertisement, right? So, you see, the first thing they did, they ran and got themselves a lawyer, right? So, I'm pretty sure they know what time it is, right? And so, because you did what you did, brother, I did this. And check this out. First, let me do this here. Let's do this here. And let's do this here. And then we're going to end out with this one again. That's how it go. Y'all heard that live. Somebody just sent me a message there, right? We're going to do this live, and then we're going to say we're going to go out and end the show the way it's supposed to be ended, right? But that's the way it has to be, y'all. We have to find this new art of fighting. There's a new art of fighting. If those who've been watching this show know what I've been saying, I'm going to keep showing it to you every time to let you know. If you don't get carried by 6, take the 12 and do what? Cut the check. Again, stay black, peace, love, and all that. To the next show, y'all. Check this out. And y'all who in here, do what you're supposed to do. Right? Do what you're supposed to do. Don't be bullying. To the next show, y'all.
What's your style?
My style? You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Show me some of it.
Later.
Squeal! Squeal!
Portions of the following program may be unsuitable for younger or more sensitive viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Remember, the enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
I'm here to tell you tonight that the businessmen, the mayor of this city, the police commissioner of this city, and everybody in the white power structure of this city must take a responsibility for everything.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Luther and I and everyone in this arena tonight are unified by the same great American values. We're proud of our country. We respect our flag. Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
Race is when you use your power and influence to subject people into inferiority. Utterances can't be racist.
Look around you, man. They own this shit. They own this couch you sitting on, them shoes you got on your feet, this building, this school, this country, you. We're behind enemy lines, dog.
So you must first of all remember that this system was not originally designed with black people in mind. Right on, and it definitely was not prepared for black people to in the end begin to demand their rights and an equal share in this country which they've died for. Right on. Hey, and we definitely are not going back to Africa.
In the church, we used to sing the song, "Good news, the chariot is coming." While you sit here today, knowing that you have come to hear good news, you must realize in advance what good news for you might be bad news for somebody else. What good news for the sheep might be bad news for the wolf.
They say, oh, things are getting so much better for you. In 1849, it was hitting blacks on the head 100 times a day. In 1990, they hit them 48 times a day. Isn't it better? Oh, it's got to be better. You're saved 52 blows.
The only purpose of most black Americans on earth today is to destroy.
I think that's noble. Italians love Italians. When Irish love Irish. But when a nigga loves a nigga, it's an unpardonable sin. They have blood in their hands. When we say they have blood in their hands, we are not saying him, George Bezos, went and killed. But white people colonized us. They dispersed us. They enslaved our people. They sucked our economy dry. They are still sucking it dry even today. That's white people. Tony Blair, George Bush, Napoleon Bonaparte, Leopold, Adolf Hitler, Benjamin Netanyahu. All white people, they are the same. They are racist and they are full of hate.
I've been waiting for you. You have many questions, and though the process has altered your consciousness, you remain irrevocably human. Ergo, some of my answers you will understand, and some of them you will not. Concordantly, while your first question may be the most pertinent, you may or may not realize it is also the most irrelevant.
Why am I here?
Our world is coming crumbling down. The coons are coming.
You got to understand that white America has an uncanny way of making the victim the victimizer. Excuse me, master, for putting my head in the way of your club. Not that your club is brutalizing my head and putting hickeys on it. My head got in the way of your free swing and broke your shiny stick, and I want to apologize for that.
Your life is the sum of a remainder of an unbalanced equation inherent to the programming of the Matrix. You are the eventuality of an anomaly which, despite my sincerest efforts, I have been unable to eliminate from what is otherwise a harmony of mathematical precision. While it remains a burden assiduously avoided, it is not unexpected and thus not beyond a measure of control, which has led you inexorably here.
There are more connections in the human body than there are stars in the galaxy. We possess a gigantic network of information to which we have almost no access.
Matrix is older than you know. I prefer counting from the emergence of one integral anomaly to the emergence of the next, in which case this is the sixth version.
5 1 2 3. There are only two possible explanations. There were 5 ones before me. Either no one told me, or no one knows.
Precisely. As you are undoubtedly gathering, the anomaly is systemic, creating fluctuations in even the most simplistic equations.
Can't control me! I'm gonna smash you to You can't make me do anything like trick!
Choice. The problem is choice.
Let us remember that we are not brutalized because we're Baptist. We're not brutalized because we're Methodist.
We're not brutalized because we're Muslim. We're not brutalized because we're Catholics. We're brutalized because we are black people in America.
Because white people made him to be what he is. They made him to look evil, because that's their role, to make all of us black people to look evil and to hate ourselves. I can't hate.
You're a nigga till you die. If you're a poor nigga, you're a poor nigga. If you're a rich nigga, you're a rich nigga. But you never stop being a nigga, and if you get to be educated, you're just an educated nigga.
Well, I'm told every day I'm on air that I'm racist because I call out racism. That is maddening to me, and I'm crying about it because it's crazy.
So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is teaching you and I and trying to tell the white man to get this powder keg out of his house. Let the black man separate from his house. Let the black man have his own house. Let the black man have his own land and his own property.
I thought the bitch was white! Damn it! I thought the bitch was white!
That's true. I think that white people are so guilty, knowing what they've done to black people, that they feel if the deeds were reversed, they would hate the black man if he had done the same thing to them. So it's actually, it reflects a guilt complex on the part of whites when they ask us, do we hate them? And if you notice, Uncle Sam has formed a habit of going all over the world. He calls it the ugly American, or the American image. He thinks that everybody hates him because it's a guilt complex. And if you think that if you are worried about Europeans hating you, and they're your allies and your cousins, well, naturally it would follow for you to think that Negroes in this country would hate you, especially in light of what has been done to black people in this country by white people.
Now, check it out. The white ball dominates everything, right? Knocks the shit out the yellow ball, the red ball, right? And the game's over when the white ball drives the black ball completely off the table.
But you have to see that all of this is hypocrisy.
I love Malcolm. Malcolm called me the Sunday that he died. I was working Basin Street East. He said, Brother Greg, you coming by today? And I said, Malcolm, I love you. And I said, I love you so much, I don't even want to take a chance to be there. He said, what do you mean, Brother Greg? I said, well, I close tonight, Sunday night at Basin Street East. And I said, but I had my wife book me a flight into Chicago at 8 o'clock this morning. And I'm going to Chicago, and I had way beneath my salary, booked me into a college about 10 miles from the airport. And I'm going to go there and speak this afternoon, and I'm going to stay there until they tell me you dead. Because I'm not going to let this government get two of us for the price of one. And I'm going to call Adam Clayton Powell when I finish talking to you and beg him not to come there. Because today, the United States government is going to get you.